Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. My name is Aceikith Gaming and welcome back to another Dead by Daylight killer video. In today's video we are actually going to be playing Deathslinger, another one of my more favourite killers to play. He is a ranged killer, so naturally his power is very good in most circumstances. But I'm going to be playing with an interesting build. This build is a little bit of a test to see how good Deathslinger is when effectively for most of the game you may now have no perks at all during the game, such as you're going to see in this video. So this build, we've got Hex Ruin, Hex Undying, Hex Retribution, and Hex Haunted Grounds. So you may see straight away it is a 4-perk Hex Totem build. So every single perk that is on the map is going to be all lit with a hex perk on it. So we'll see how this goes, and let me know what you think of these type of builds. Do you like these sort of like challenges? And we'll be able to see a few different things as well, including, does it eat up too much of the survivor's time, and do you think this was the case in this particular match? If you do like the video, don't forget to give it a like and also subscribe to the channel if you do want to see more videos such as this. Let's hope we can try and get to 100 subs as well over the course of the summer, as we are very nearly heading into the summer months as well. But otherwise, I hope you enjoy the video and enjoy the rest of your day as well. Alright, okay, so we're playing a Deathslinger game. So my Deathslinger build is a 5 Hex Totem build. Running Hex Undying. Oh, we found somebody already with Hex Ruin. But we've also got Hex Retribution, and we've also got Hex Haunted Grounds. So, yeah, full perk totem build. Like, legit, everything. Okay, they've actually cleansed one of my Haunted Grounds. So that is very good, because I'll know where they all are. Now they may start to think, how did I find them there? Hex Retribution is not a perk to mess about with. As you saw there. Might be a bit risky. Okay, so that's Hex Retribution going off again. That might have, yeah, that was Hex Ruin that went right there. Oh, that was so damn close. So we've still got Hex Haunted Grounds still available to us. And we've also got Hex Retribution. Okay, that would actually be Hex Retribution itself. No, just one. Yeah, this isn't your standard build. This is a build that is very, very risky, but you get a massive payout if it stays around for a long length of time. Not sure why you would stay around there, to be honest, Steve, but we'll play. Ooh. Okay, so that Haunted Grounds actually isn't that great. Reason being is because three of them are all injured. I believe there's somebody still upstairs. Got the Michaela. Should have run away while you had the chance. Bring us towards the middle. So now we're not running with any perks. This is the downside to the build. That the build is very strong where everything's up, but they do spend quite a bit of time doing these totems. God damn it. I'm gonna go straight back. You'll probably find that I will now play hyper aggressive. Because now that I'm not running any perks, think of it this way. I am now running perkless. I am completely. I'm actually gonna go upstairs. I am, because yes, the Michaela has just been, was the one that was most recently unhooked. Interesting. I did come through the wrong side, which is a little annoying, but got it. Let's see if you got DS. Oh, you do. No, okay. Interesting. Gives me a target for later. Okay, that is fine by me. Bit too far. Thought I'd have a go. They play quite well with that. Not too much he could have done in the end. Gonna bring him a little bit more to the middle. And I believe this is now the Michaela dead. So I'm going to bring her to a side hook because I don't want to use that hook up to actually kill her. So we've got one person down. He's either got DS or he's been a bit silly. So I'm just gonna leave him there. Ooh. Okay, you run away. Okay, the Leon will now pick up the Steve, which is fine by me. So you might think, isn't it a bad thing when you have no perks, effectively? It can be, but what we've done is that we've absorbed a lot of their time in trying to pick totems, which in a sense is a good thing at first because you've got a very powerful build, but once that all goes, obviously you do have to be mindful that your killer needs to be on top of things. Deathslinger is one of those killers that can get very good like snowball, but you have to use it in the correct manner. And thankfully, we've had one of those scenarios that we did manage to get a couple of quick downs when Haunted Grounds was currently up at the time. Ooh. That was a bit of a bad one. Got to reload here. Another little trick that you can use with a killer like Deathslinger is that some of the fundamentals you can use from FPS games, so like Call of Duty as an example. Another fundamental that you can use as well is aiming away from him and waiting for the survivor to come towards your aim of sight. Which is what you're seeing right there is proven to be quite effective. That can also be used when a survivor is going from like side to side. So you see a lot of survivors, what they'll do is keep on turning left and right, so like this. So for example, as you can see on the screen. When they keep moving like that, their distance from you gets closer at a little bit of a quicker rate as well. I'm getting the slight feeling that... Oh! He's actually done a gen. Okay, so he's chosen not to save. That's a very bad choice to make, if I do say so myself. Now, I won't know really necessarily where he is. I can do this. And there you go, yeah. Against ranged killers, this is a really bad loot. It is, because like whether you're playing Deathslinger or Huntress or Trickster, this area is a really bad area to be around as a survivor. So you can wait for them to literally whack the pallet then and then hit them. There's nothing that they can do. But there you go, that's a 4K game. That is, so the perk build overall that we're using, got Hex and Dome with Hex Ruin, pretty standard build from there, but we're also upgrading that with Hex Retribution and Hex Haunted Ground. So what you're doing with that build, you're putting on extra assurances with Hex Ruin, so you're safeguarding that even more, with the hopeful that they are going to get another Hex Totem instead by accident. In that game, obviously, that didn't happen, but you could see that they were wasting a lot of their time by getting other Hex Totems when they could have done gens. If they just pushed for gens, yes, that would have meant I could have got a very high amount of pressure there in the long term. But if they're able to really put a lot of pressure on the gens, sometimes even Hex Ruin isn't a big matter. So what were they running? That is the good question. So we have 3 Dead Hards, we have 1 Decisive Strike, 1 Borrow Time, we've got a Counter Force as well, which is pretty interesting, 2 Iron Wheels, alongside with a Boon Circle of Healing we also had Boon Shadow Step. So you know, I did notice there was a couple of points where I couldn't see their scratch marks. That was Boon Shadow Step as well as Boon Circle of Healing. They also had Detector's Hunch and Kindred as well, so they were looking for a totem to grab to boon with Detector's Hunch, which is actually a good tactic, I will say. Which, if I wasn't mounting as much pressure as I did, maybe it would have been a little bit easier in that term. We also had a Resilience and a Quick and Quiet here as well. So altogether, pretty good builds. but you saw that with a full Hex build on Deathslinger. Deathslinger is one of those killers that doesn't generally need a perk build. It just helps him along. The main thing that you need is basically you do need good aim with the Deathslinger. The main reason why you see a Deathslinger isn't because of perks necessarily. It's more of that the player is got good aim on that killer himself.